Holly, our parents, Pat and Dick Dinwiddie, and our entire family are touched by the outpouring of support from the people of Killeen, the state of Texas, and throughout the country. We are heartened by reflections on Chuck's life from the tremendous number of people he touched. His good friend Asher Schuler said it best. Chuck was a warrior, the guy that ran toward the gunfire. Chuck loved God. He loved his family, his job, especially the SWAT team, and he leaves behind a lot of people that are trying to make sense of God's plan and timing. Chuck was a phenomenal tactician, an excellent marksman, courageous, and had compassion spoken about in the Bible. Our family would like to thank the Killeen Police Department, as well as all the other surrounding departments in the area, particularly the departments of Temple and Harper Heights. We would also like to thank the staff of Scott and White Memorial Hospital, Temple, Crawford Bowers Funeral Home, Killeen, and all the many, many other people and groups who have given of their time and resources and are especially thankful of prayers that people have offered on our behalf. We are taking this opportunity to answer questions from the media this afternoon, and then we would be most appreciative of our request to allow Holly and our family to grieve in private. He was always an impish character who kept us entertained, and that was his personality as an adult too. Extremely personable, loved people, was always getting into things and trying to figure out how things worked. He loved to take things apart. And oftentimes in the beginning it would worry us, can you put that back together? But he would. And he's famous for helping us all fix things that we could never have fixed without him. And of course that leaves a huge hole in our lives, so we'll deeply miss him. When I first got the phone call that he was shot, I prayed, and the hardest part for me was waiting to find out, and I was very hopeful when I was praying. But my sister Catherine, who lives here, called me, and I went into shock immediately. It was that quick. I suppose we all knew that it might happen. Every day there are men who lay down their lives for us. But he was our superhero, so we didn't expect it. And our family has other police officers in the family. Jake is with the police force in Fort Worth, and his father as well. And so, we understand that the risks are great. When he was young, my sister Catherine liked to say when he was young that he knew how things worked inside and out, not just electronically, but he understood how to get away with things or not. And she kind of joked that he better become a police officer. But I think what led him really to becoming one is that he knew several and was inspired by helping other people. And the stories I've heard about the way he's acted on the police force from other people have really warmed my heart, because he didn't just go out and do his job. He always went beyond that, and he never would let the case just be the case. He would always see the people behind the case, and his goal was to do the best he could every day. One of his colleagues said that he was out on a call that his colleague said, I would have just gone and arrested the person. But when he ran into this person, he discovered that they had some other problems, and he took the time that it took to help them fix those other problems. And then when it came time to arrest the person offered up what they had taken to him and stuck their hands out. I just thought that was really amazing, that he could have that kind of relationship with someone. Also, the commander said that Chuck never met a stranger. And I was kind of like, he never met a stranger? We all meet strangers. And I think what he meant was, if you met Chuck, he was your friend, pretty much immediately, because he took the time with you as a person. He didn't see you as someone that was, not important. I think for us, it is overwhelmingly wonderful to see that the person that you loved was so well loved, and that what they did is so meaningful to so many people. Of course, we all hope that every day we'll say to a police officer, I admire you, I appreciate you, but it doesn't happen as often as it needs to. So I think it's wonderful that we take the time to celebrate the lives of the fallen officers, because the other ones kind of look at that and realize they're really, really, really important to all of us, and that we do honor and appreciate their sacrifice for us when it's made. He loved his job. He had been injured a year ago, and I had also had problems with my job, and we got on the phone and we both were like, we just want to get back to work. We love what we do. So he loved his job. He loved his family. When he met his wife, Holly, he became a man, my little brother. He loves this woman with all his heart, and I know he's up there looking down on her now, loving her. When he became a father, he called me and said, why didn't you tell me it was going to be this wonderful? You know, when your little brother says that to you, you know he's a man. And his two children were the light of his life. I've gone through many of his pictures creating a slideshow, and it's so fun to see what he honored through his camera. He was really the man behind the camera. He was always taking pictures even for the department. So they often kind of joked that they couldn't get a picture of him. But when you go through and look at what he took pictures of, it's just people he worked with, his friends, serial numbers of things that he bought in case he needed them, tools, directions on how to do things, parts, his kids, more of his kids, and his kids some more, his family. He loved spending time with his family, both sides. He created a bond between all of us. He was the glue. He never stay mad. He was not that kind of person. If there was a disagreement, tomorrow's a new day. So he was wonderful, and he will be sorely missed.